Welcome to today's episode of Steady Improvement. We are going to talk about the importance of consistency in order to get successful in sales and in life. So let's dive into it. My own experience is that if you set out a plan that doesn't focus on the output but rather focusing on the input, it gets a lot of easier to stay on your task over time, as though it's not always easy to control the output and rewards of the pursuit that you do. And if you have consistency over time, it makes it a lot more easy to be successful. And when it comes to sales, almost everybody knows that the numbers never lie. So, for example, if you take cold outreach, we know that it's far from the most fun thing a salesperson can do, but it's very, very important. So, let's say you decide to call 100 people for 100 days and actually manage to do it and don't fail one single day. Imagine the outcome from that. So I would say the absolute majority of people will fail to do so for every day for 100 days. Most people will probably do it in 40 to 50 days out of the 100. Those who are a little bit better will maybe manage to do 60 days out of 100. And the really good ones comes up to maybe 80 out of the 100 days. And the elite manage around 90 out of 100 days. And then who are those who manage to do it 100 out of 100 days? And from my experience, those are the elite of the elite. They have a strong focus on doing the input rather focusing on the output. You also want to be the person who really are putting in the work and almost doesn't care of the outcome. When you have that kind of mindset, you can move mountains. We also live in a world with too many distractions, and if you can be among a few select people who can be consistent over a long period of time, you are setting yourself up for success. In a world with a lot of weak people, you have a huge edge in life. From my experience, I find that the harder the thing is, the fewer the people are going to have what it takes in order to achieve it. And being consistent is a rare attribute to have these days. So I just want to really get it out there that if you are a person that can be consistent over a longer period of time, you are almost guaranteed success in life. And wouldn't you rather do the hard work that is required over the period of time that you have promised yourself to do it, rather than to never finish what you promised yourself and think what and where you could have been if you just do what you promised yourself? I live by the saying that I rather put in all that I got in order to get where I want to be, rather than never going to be able to see where you might end up if you just do what you set yourself up to. And I'd rather look myself in the mirror and be able to say that I've given my absolute best and it may or may not take me where I want to go, rather than regretting for the rest of my life that you didn't give it your all. So, how can you be consistent then? I think it's a muscle that you just need to be worked up. So, start getting the reps in and start with the small habits and goals. For example, you could start with saying that you should do activity X for 10 days in a row. And after you have done it for 10 days, you maybe extend it to 15 or 20 days. And when you complete and do it for every single day for the 20 days you say that you should have done it, you extend the period again and repeat the process. The key thing here is that every time you set yourself up for a goal, you should always complete and do it. If you want to be consistent, you can't be like everyone else and maybe do 10 or 15 out of the 20 days that you said you should do it yourself. Because if you do what everyone else is doing, you get the results that everyone else also are getting. You have to 100% commit to it and almost see it as important as life or death. From my experience, only when you have this kind of mindset, you're going to be among the very elite people on the consistency scale. Would you rather live in a life of regret, that you wish that you have done more and wished that you would have gone after your dreams? Or would you rather say to yourself that you gave it your everything and that you did everything that you could every single day to get where you wanted in life? It's up to you, so decide where it is you want to be and go after it. Thank you for listening to today's episode of Steady Improvement. and that I hope that I've helped you in your journey of leveling up your sales skills. Until next time.